Okay, there's a new IPO that's hitting the market. It's called DoorDash. Basically, it's a company that helps to transport food to people who are ordering online. In other words, you want in and out, well, I don't know about in and out, but you want your local Chinese food, Japanese food, some little Mexican a Mexican taco stand, and you don't want to go there in person, so you can actually order through DoorDash and it'll be delivered. Now, the funny thing about DoorDash, and here's a risk involved with DoorDash, is that it's a new company, relatively new. It started in 2013, but there is no intellectual property or real serious barrier to entry in terms of delivering food, creating algorithms on the computer and server side, and then getting people to say, hey, I want to get some food, and you create an app, and there are tons of these apps available. So there's no real serious barrier to entry in terms of these kind of food delivery companies. In fact, there are quite a number of them. I'm trying to think of all of them right now. There's, I think it's called Grubhub. There's Uber Eats. And then, of course, there are all your local delivery services, like a local pizza place around here. They deliver it on their own. And a lot of companies still do that too. So there is no shortage of competitors to DoorDash. That's number one. Number two, this company has never made a profit. Now, I think that's always should be considered like a scary thing when you buy a company, and it actually has never ever made a profit. I mean, especially like a year like this. If you think about it, this is a perfect year to make money through food delivery service, because lots of people, even including me, we've all been ordering food to be delivered, but yet, even despite the fact that there's an increased demand for this kind of service, they are actually taking losses. That's insane. You should not be buying a company that's been around since 2013 and actually hasn't really delivered a profit. It's a really, really big problem. Number three, they really are dependent on independent contractors. And lately, the problem with independent contractors is that the law is starting to get a little bit fuzzy with regard to how to handle independent contractors who want to work on an app like this. There are a lot of crazy laws to try to classify them as actual employees, which would actually make it very expensive to run apps like this. I mean, this app is not able to generate a profit as it is under current laws, under the current ways of defining an independent contractor. This means if we change things around and start saying that people who work for DoorDash are employees, well, this is going to be they're going to have even bigger losses. And so why would you be buying a company that's going to have even bigger losses in the future? Another issue is that this is like the ideal, perfect year for getting people to use this kind of service, and in this year they have not been able to actually generate a profit too. And what I think that means is that next year it's likely that people will be using the service even less, because a lot of people are going to want to go to a restaurant. They're not going to want to have the food delivered. I think that a lot of people are hungry for a real dining experience, which means that there are going to be fewer people who are interested in just using an app and having the food delivered. And unless they're finding a way somehow to magically lower their expenses, which doesn't seem likely, it seems like the losses will actually increase even more dramatically. So I think that's likely to be a huge problem down the road. And finally, just from my own experience, since I think of these apps as all just being basically the same, I can't tell you what makes Uber Eats different than DoorDash. They all seem like the same. So I already have a Uber account. So when I order, if I want food delivered, I just go on Uber Eats, only because it's simple, because I already have an account. I don't have to think, oh, now I need to create a separate account for a different thing. I think that's a big problem, is that so many people have an Uber account, and that's why we go with Uber Eats. It's not because I think Uber Eats is better or because it's cheaper or anything like that. It's just the fact that hey, the reason I'm getting stuff delivered is because I'm lazy to begin with, and that's why I'm going with Uber Eats, because I already have a system and everything is ready to go and get the food. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash the like button, it helps with the Google algorithm, and definitely click subscribe, and we'll talk to you in the next video. And let me know where you get your food delivered, Uber Eats or DoorDash or one of these other things like Grubhub. Thanks.